What would you like to tell us about today, Giles?
George. Receiving positions today. I'm tired and grumpy today, so this might or might not be very good, I don't know. But receiving positions, a couple of things about them. I think they get, obviously not forgotten, but I think that lifters can really think positionally and be aggressive through the pull, and then it's quite common to just be quite passive getting under the bar. So we sort of think the job's done when we finish the pull, and then getting up's a bit of an effort, but a bit in between, people can switch off a little bit. I just get elbow touched in the clean from doing it myself. So it's really important to just keep on the ball and keep being attacking in your receiving position. In the clean, really attack that high elbowed receiving position. If all this stays tight when you sit in a full squat position, which I just can't do, so I'm not even going to try, but if you're really tight here, when you're in the full squat, you'll get the benefit of a nice bounce out and you'll get up a little bit easier than if you catch and it crashes on you and then you have to sort that out and then get up. It's a little bit like doing a pull squat. So it'll make your life easier getting up the clean if you stay nice and tight, and it helps you with your timing. Being really aggressive and fast with your elbows being up helps stop that gap appearing and then the weight dropping on you. So really what being fast, I get funny looks when I say this to people down the gym, but if I've pulled and I do this really quickly, if I'm here, the bar is here. It can't be up here. And when we're in the air and we're going under the bar, because we lift our feet up and pull ourselves under the bar, when we're going under and we get really aggressive about here, that's one of the ways of stopping the bar landing down on you awkwardly. When we're just passive and we just go down fast, we're just passive and we go down fast, we can mistime it and then the bar crashes down us. So being really fast and being really aggressive and solid in our receiving positions is something that I think people miss a little bit, and which is more important than most people think in being successful with your lifting. When it gets really heavy, the bar's not coming up high, you haven't got a lot of time, and all the best lifters are really strong and solid under the bar. Another thing about receiving positions is just positionally, when we're catching the bar on the front of our shoulders, we want that bar more or less over the middle of the foot. Middle to forefoot is probably where it's going to be in the front squat. When we catch it in the snatch or the jerk, we want it right over the middle of our feet, the bar. And we also don't want to be too upright. I'm going to get rid of my prop that I feel naked about because I don't really need it, so I'll just go further off. So when we're jerking, part of receiving position is understanding your base of support. When we're doing a jerk, we've got a nice big long base of support that way, and a lot of people can be a bit too upright there. If we lean in a little bit and we get a little bit of horizontal distance between our shoulders and our hips, that gives the bar a little bit of wiggle room where it can live, and exactly the same in a snatch. If we're totally upright, even if you're mobile enough, if we're totally upright with our shoulders stacked directly on top of our hips, any little forward or back will hit us and make us fall over. If we can just create an angle there where our hips are back and our shoulders are forward a bit, the bar can sit in there and it gives us a little bit of wiggle room and it makes us a lot more stable under the bar. It's not the more you lean the better. In the snatch position, if your shoulders were level with the ball of your big toe and your hips are over your heel, that's about perfect. You're quite upright. You're not going to get a bigger base of support in your feet no matter what you do with your spine. So just making it fit in that corridor and giving yourself that space for the bar to sit, just leaning in a little bit there will make you much more solid under the bar. So just thinking about your receiving positions, getting mobile enough even to get into receiving positions well. Sometimes, I know I do now, I rely on a little bit of weight on the bar to allow me to get my elbows up or whatever. If you're not as lazy as I am and you're taking your lifting seriously, you just want to be mobile enough to get your elbows up with a bar on your shoulders. That will mean that you're not straining. It's enough strain, isn't there? You've just cleaned a massive weight. There's enough strain with getting up without part of the strain being just being mobile enough to hold the position and having to just work really hard in it instead of being able to just be solid in that position because you actually find it quite comfortable to get in. So working on your mobility is important as well. George is laughing at me. What are you laughing at, George?
No, I wasn't.
Wasn't?
No.
Just
I'm
singing to yourself
deadly serious.
a jolly song.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's it. Receiving positions, really important. Be mobile enough to get in them. Be aggressive and solid about getting in your receiving positions. And people make a bit of a fetish of being super upright, but there's no need to be too upright in your receiving positions. A little bit of lean with your back actually helps you lifting. I think that's it. How's the brevity?
I'll give you like a 4 out of 10 for brevity.
Oh.
Meet the bar aggressively, right?